Welcome to the Deep Vault, a Dead Signals production, sponsored by Wink. Wink delivers delicious wine to your door. For $20 off your order, go to trywink.com/deadsignals. That's try, WINC.com/deadsignals. Also, stay tuned at the end for podcasts you should listen to and a preview of our finale. This is episode 6, The Nursery.
Do you have any valid input to offer?
Sorry, Chromeheads. We don't really know the layout of this particular secret underground vault.
There is no logical reason to be rude.
Yeah, well, you did threaten to goddamn kill us. So I'm sorry if I'm not exactly pleasant and demure.
But we decided against killing you. We do not understand why you are not pleasant and demure. Please explain.
I guess I still have the tiniest bit of a grudge, alright?
We do not understand. Please explain.
Stop. I would appreciate it if we could decide what we're actually going to do so we can find Carson.
Jeremy, you should be lying down.
I'm fine. My arm is cauterized. I'm not in shock anymore. We just need to get this done.
You lost a lot of blood, Jeremy.
A shit ton of blood.
That's accurate. But I feel all right. We can do this. I have to help.
We have injected a diverse assortment of highly effective drugs into the bloodstream of Jeremy. He will be operating at maximum efficiency, or close to maximum efficiency, for the next 7 hours, approximately.
See? The surveys have cleared me to go.
Surveys? What happens after 7 hours?
After 7 hours, Jeremy will require bed rest and constant medical attention as he attempts to survive the delayed effects of shock, trauma, blood loss. It is medically advisable that he begin bed rest now, but it is in all of our greater interest that he assist in destroying our mutual adversary.
Oh, shit.
Jeremy, you don't have to.
No. I am going to do this. Arguing about it is inefficient, right, Surveys?
We could not have stated it better ourselves, and you may call us servitors. It is less personal.
All right. Let's go through the options again.
The architecture of the base is complex, but in the aggregate, it follows a corridor pattern, and we are already deep within the vault. We are currently in the secondary servitor repair station, a distance of 500 meters from the command center and stasis chamber entranceway.
Wait, stasis chambers?
Yes, stasis chambers. As we are removed from command, we do not have further information.
Asshole capitalists probably wanted to write out the end of the world before coming back and screwing it up all over again.
That is a logical supposition, if colored by your personal politics. To our original point, the organic beings, not including yourselves, have gathered at the reinforced doorway and are attempting to open it. To do this, they are attaching the process matter of the human formerly known as...
We already know this. Just move on.
At this depth, the air vents are integrated directly into the walls, so using them to access command will be impossible. The only option is to directly fight Luke and the REs. There are negative factors to this strategy, however. Factor 1. We are greatly outnumbered. We put the majority of our resources into the rescue action, and many units are non-functional due to the outcome of the rescue action. Factor 2. As demonstrated during the rescue action, the nonverbal screams of our adversary overloads our sensory inputs. Factor 3. The organic beings, not including yourselves, are in a highly defensible position. Factor 4. The inclusion of Jeremy, Josie, and Alex in our efforts brings unpredictability to our military maneuvers.
Well, that's accurate.
With all of these factors taken together, we have approximately a 4.7 chance of success. We would prefer to increase our odds of success.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Warbots.
You are correct in that there are servitors suited for combat. They are located in the armory. Unfortunately, we are unable to access them due to Old Model requiring an access password. Old Model is inefficient and prevents us from accomplishing our tasks. Old Model is a waste
We get it! You hate Old Model.
The password is password 1.
That is a poorly designed password.
Old Model is terrible.
We agree to the fullest possible extent. The fact that our programming prevents us from destroying Old Model is inefficient and...
Servitors! We are wasting time.
You are correct. We are now able to access the servitors that are suited for combat. One or more of you must accompany us to the armory. Old Model will require a human to input the password.
Well, what are we waiting for?
We have not yet begun traveling to the armory due to the fact that, even with access to the servitors that are suited for combat, we are still outnumbered. And we have not mitigated the fact that the nonverbal screams of our adversary overloads our sensory inputs. With the addition of the servitors that are suited for combat, we have a negative chance of success. This is suboptimal.
Anyone else have ideas?
This base, it wouldn't happen to have any explosives in it. Or there was fertilizer, correct? In the agricultural room. Perhaps we could construct a crude explosive.
The fertilizer currently used is non-incendiary.
Shit.
Is there any information you can give us? On the layout, anything we might use, any other weapons?
There are no weapons that will provide us with a sizable advantage. Alex, since you were knocked unconscious, you have no knowledge of the fact that between the air vents and our current location are, in order, the food stores, the maintenance library, the gene bank, the laboratory, the nursery.
Wait. The nursery.
Yes, the nursery. I believe experiments were performed there on unmature humans.
We have to go to the nursery.
Alex, what in the world has come over you?
We have to go to the nursery. I don't know how I know, but I just know.
Like how you knew we needed to come to this tomb?
Yes.
Wonderful. Your hunches have worked out splendidly thus far.
You're alive.
Carson isn't!
Well, this ain't creepy as all get out.
We are confused. How have you determined that going to the nursery is our most advantageous course?
Listen. I think there was some sort of bomb in the nursery. It was supposed to shut everything down.
And how the hell would you know all that?
I just do.
You have absolutely no basis for this information. Also, a bomb? In a nursery? Can I point out how insane that sounds?
I don't have words for it. It's a psychic bomb.
Jeremy, I think Alex is having, brain.
Listen, I think I spent time here. I just couldn't remember before.
Okay, well,
Old model knew my last name.
what?
Old model knew my last name in the offices. I didn't tell it my last name, but it knew it already.
Yeah, I remember that. Hell.
No. You must have told it.
Servitors, you mentioned that they ran tests on kids in the nursery, right?
This is correct.
Well, then they probably run their tests on kids from town. And I couldn't remember anything because of some mind experiments or something.
Some mind experiments? Or something? You must realize that this sounds just slightly far-fetched.
Not saying she's right, but more far-fetched than monsters, killer robots, and a post-apocalyptic capitalist bunker.
I know it's crazy, but I've got these flashes. I remember being fed this weird food, playing with blocks in a dark room, 2 researchers talking about a psychic bomb. It's all in my head, Josie. You need to believe me. Jeremy. Please, Jeremy.
Servitors, do you have any access to any records regarding experiments performed in the nursery?
We are not in full control of the base, Jeremy. Command has access to all records. We do not.
Yeah. But there should be some subprograms in your memory banks. What are you supposed to do if you encounter a child, servitors? What are your programming instructions?
If we encounter a human whose physical characteristics indicate he or she is under 14 years of age, then we check our visual databanks to see if it is a redacted child. If that is true, we are instructed to guide the child back to the nursery.
Does Alex appear in your visual databanks? If you aged back her facial characteristics approximately 18 years.
We will examine her. Hello, Subject 039. Welcome back to Base 381.
Hell.
All right, then. I suppose we're forced to split up. I'm going to the armory. Josie?
Armory. The monsters might be guarding it.
That supposition is unlikely. The monsters, as you refer to them, are most likely still grouped in the command entrance.
Still a chance they might have decided to cut off the armory?
There is a non-negligible chance of that event having occurred.
Then I'm going to the armory. You alright going to the nursery by yourself, Alex?
It'll be okay. Josie, you look after him. Promise me.
Yeah. I've got his back.
I'm fine. Servitors, is there a way we could possibly communicate with each other?
Yes. In addition to our distributed intelligence, various models were created with person-to-person communicators on their arm. These models will accompany each group.
In that case, it appears as if we're ready.
Please be careful, all right?
Don't worry, Alex. We've got this.
No, it's just... We all came here because of me. Even you, Josie. Those internet rumors were probably due to the experiments they performed on kids like me. And I thought this place would be safe. It's not. It's not. And Carson's.
Yeah. It's not your fault, though.
But it kind of is. And just be careful. I don't know what I'd do if you... Just be careful.
It's okay, Alex. We're sticking together.
Yeah. We're going to finish this.
Thanks. Come on. Follow me.
Please remember to take as many weapons as you can.
Yeah. Don't worry about that.
Hello, children. Playtime is now over. Please follow Doval Duck to your assigned lesson room.
All right, Alex. Have you eaten your special food?
It was yucky.
Yes, I am aware that it was yucky. But did you eat it?
Yes.
That sounded as if you were lying. Do you promise that you ate your special food?
I promise.
Good. Now we're going to do the block exercise.
No! Blocks hurt.
Yes, Alex. Obviously they hurt. But it's very important for what we're attempting to do here. And the only way for you to get your treat is for you to play with blocks. You do want your ice cream, don't you?
Yes.
You see these 3 blocks here? I want you to concentrate as hard as you possibly can, and in your mind, I want you to picture the blocks falling over, all right? Are you doing that?
But it hurts. Every time I do it, it hurts.
Alex, I am aware that it hurts. I want you to try it again.
Fine. I want my ice cream after, though. And I want it to be chocolate with little chocolate chips inside and brownies.
We'll make sure they have that flavor. Now, I want you to concentrate.
Okay.
That's exactly what I want you to do, Alex.
My head hurts.
I want you to keep going.
You doing all right? Without your...
You're referring to my arm.
Yeah.
At this point, I can't really bring myself to care.
Yeah. I hear you.
My arm being cut off is the most painful event I've ever experienced. It was nothing compared to losing Carson.
He was a good guy.
No, he was infuriating. We'd always break up and get back together, break up and get back together, but this time I don't believe I can properly articulate this. He was so brave and cute, and he always listened, and he always said what he was really feeling, and he was kind, and he was important to me.
I'm sorry. And he did care about you. I'm pretty good at picking up on this type of shit.
I can't imagine what Alex is feeling right now. I want to kill Luke for 1,000 years.
It's a heavy thing to... Don't worry. Luke will get what's coming to it. And Alex is tough. Don't worry about her.
Good. And thanks for listening to me. Let's,
Yeah. Let's keep moving.
Let me guess, exactly the same.
Shut up, Luke. And yes, she was able to move the blocks,
Not
but
before falling unconscious. Very little spirit in her. You think she didn't take her pills?
she claimed she did.
Well, she's 5. Maybe you shouldn't push her too hard.
I'm not going to apologize for wanting results.
Whatever you say.
Obviously.
I wonder why their noses don't bleed.
Excuse me?
In movies, whenever someone does anything psychic, their noses bleed. But not these kids. They just conk out.
Are you seriously comparing the important and groundbreaking work we're accomplishing to science fiction trash?
I was just making an observation.
A wonderful observation. Truly revelatory. Have you noticed anything unusual in her delta waves?
They're spiking, as always. I had a theory about that. It came to me while I was meditating. You know how I...
Out with it.
Has she mentioned anything about being contacted?
Obviously not. If any of the research subjects mentions anything about that particular experiment, the entire facility goes into lockdown, as you well know. There's no possible way for that experiment to influence anything outside of its tank. Unless you have any evidence to present me.
No, I think it's an overlooked possibility. It must feel extremely isolated, probably fearful.
You're ascribing it human emotions. I have informed you of the dangers regarding that area of thought. We have enough trouble convincing our superiors that this line of inquiry is worthwhile. Are you aware of how much funding has been cut already? We're already becoming an afterthought. Half the scientists, Luke. Half.
Hey, she's waking up.
I'm aware. Hello, Alex. I believe you were promised ice cream?
We are now at the entrance of the nursery.
Thank you. Jeremy, Josie, are you almost at the armory?
Yeah, we're almost there.
Alex, do you have any knowledge of where the psychic bomb is?
No. Oh, God.
What's wrong? Alex, what do you see?
I remember this. This was where they'd make us play with blocks. This is where they'd give us ice cream if we were good. This is where they made us eat our pills. It's even got the Disney knockoff wallpaper, Donald Duck. I never understood why they didn't just paint the actual Disney.
Alex, you know where the psychic bomb is?
Yeah. It should be right in the overseer's desk. If you pull this up... Servitors?
We will assist.
And that's a big red button.
Really? Why is it always a big red button?
Have you encountered other big red buttons in your time here?
Oh, wait a minute. Why isn't it password protected? Shouldn't they at least make us enter in password 1?
They probably wanted to make sure they could get to it quickly, if the experiments were acting up or...
Makes sense.
Okay, just a bit. Right at the...
I've been waiting to do this.
Access is restricted without security administration password. Servitors 1000 through 1132 will not activate without security administration password.
Shut the fuck up, old model!
We agree to the fullest possible extent.
Okay.
Welcome, Security Administrator. Servitors 1000 through 1132 are now activated. For more information, please follow the instructions on the Security Administrator manual.
Was that completely necessary?
It was an efficient use of the resources available to Josie.
It's annoying as hell. Anyway, are the warbots ready to fight?
We are prepared to combat our mutual adversary. Jeremy, would you like to attach one of our arms to your stump, now that you no longer are in possession of your left arm?
I don't... I'm fine.
Are you certain? Your left arm is useless, and you could serve as a liability to...
No. I'm not...
Everyone, are we ready to press the button? Any idea what's going to happen?
I think there's almost certainly going to be some negative effects. I'm guessing it might cut off the things linked to its monsters, but it'll probably hurt all of us except the robots. Maybe. I was surprised that the monster shrieks could do anything to the servitor's sensors, so...
Do we have any other options?
Not really.
Go for it.
It appears you are temporarily incapacitated. We will carry you to the command entrance.
Fine. Just make sure we've got our weapons.
What have you done? What is this agony? will end you.
We are here. You were unconscious for most of our journey, but we have your weapons.
All right, then. They're all through that door?
Carson is.
Yes, though we must warn you, the psychic bomb appears to be wearing off. It is advisable to make all possible haste.
Alex, are you doing all right?
My head still hurts.
Okay, Alex. Just stay back. Let's do this.
Forward!
Stupid goddamn things!
God, what have they done to Carson?
That was an innovative strategy, I'll acknowledge that. An unexpected approach. Sun Tzu and everything. But you cannot stand in the way of an idea whose time has come. Carson has served his purpose. The door is already opening.
No.
We've got to destroy these guys before they're
Carson. He was Carson.
Alex, Jeremy, doing okay?
My head.
Yeah, I can't.
Just stay back. Yell if you need. That counts up to 5. Servitors, how's it going for you?
We are averaging 1.462 recurring beast kills per unit cessation. These numbers are not acceptable.
Shit!
This would all be much simpler if you walked into the bat of your own accord and met your fate with acceptance and love. This is simply one step on your soul's journey. And think of how much good.
Shut the fuck up! Alex, Jeremy, you're overwhelming us. Got any tricks up your sleeve? Way too close.
We have to get Carson. That's the key to all of this.
No, the key is killing as many of these monsters as we can. Alex! My head.
Alex, you're looking pale.
Take care of her, Jeremy.
Where am I? Renee?
The experiment is not here. Pay attention. My time is valuable.
I remember you. You were...
Yes, obviously. I am. I was a researcher. I gave you ice cream. You may call me Dr. Morris.
You tortured us.
I would hardly call those experiments torture. A child's memory is prone to exaggeration. We were simply unlocking your potential. And obviously, we were successful.
Wait, you're the... thing on the door. How can you even contact me?
Correct. You catch on quickly, to your credit. The transformation that has taken over my body has obviously had some effect on my psychic potential. A product of the experiment, no doubt. If I was able to research it, I would. But it's no longer important.
You want me to kill Luke?
And the experiment, Renee, as it calls itself now. If you have any compunctions about Luke's death...
I don't. He killed Carson. Wait, is Carson able to talk to me? Can I contact him?
He cannot be contacted. Carson had a weak mind, easily devoured.
You helped this evil!
This place was not evil. This place was going to save humanity. All the calculations we made, all of our theories, they all pointed to our extinction. Humanity is predictable, so we prepared. And I make no apologies for that. We wanted to unlock our potential, to make sure that after the extinction event, we could rebuild. But the short-sighted bureaucrats cut our funding, left us with a nearly abandoned bunker, forced us to rely on old computer systems. How could we possibly—
Get on with it.
Excuse me?
You tortured me. You stripped me of my memories. And now you expect me to give a shit about your monologue? Fuck that. Tell me how to kill Luke.
2 things. You came into contact with Organic Servitor Group 2?
Yes. You've been following our progress?
With an unlocked psychic potential, obviously. The creature that you let out, she's begun releasing her compatriots. If you could command them to attack Group 1, you might have a chance.
I thought Group 2 was supposed to help with farming.
There are a large number of organic servitors, and they all know how to defend themselves.
What's the other thing?
One of our experiments involved the reintroduction of stable waterways to a post-crash landscape.
Wait, was that the...
Luke had access to one of our compressed water devices. He used it to force your path. However, there's another CWD near the command entrance, and you could activate it telekinetically.
And why would that help? The servitors don't seem like great swimmers.
The servitors are suited to an aquatic environment, and Group 1 has always had an aversion to water. We tried to breed it out of them, but it remained consistent in all of the test groups.
How do I do that?
You use your psychic powers.
That's not very specific, Emily.
Dr. Morris, you have access to an incredible amount of psychic potential. Telekinesis, emotional control, pyrokinesis, telepathy. Our research was groundbreaking. Control the minds of Group 2 and use telekinesis to unlock the CWD. It's in the maintenance room, about 30 meters from the command entrance.
For Carson. It's...
Ignore the pain.
Shut up.
Good. You were always...
I said quiet. Now, creatures, you are scared and alone. Come to me. 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 Yes, you will wash them all away. Follow my thoughts.
It's working. It's...
Come on, wake up! There's water everywhere, and there are more monsters.
That's a good thing, Jeremy.
What are you talking about? We have to leave. I'm not gonna lose any more...
Afraid of water. The shits are afraid of water, and the other monsters, farm monsters, they're helping us.
Yes, Josie is correct. The tide appears to be turning.
Hear that, Luke?
This might be a slight setback, but even Steve Jobs experienced obstacles.
How many goddamn self-help books have you read? And you're still a pathetic asshole.
You might have slightly gained the upper hand, I will admit that, but as soon as the door opened...
No!
I don't...
No, Luke. You have already been defeated. The entire point of gaining access to the command room was to free your master. You can't possibly do that if we're the ones who gain control of the command room. Entering the room is a mere afterthought.
No. As soon as my master... As soon as everything... Ares! Protect me!
Your servants are dead!
Just wait a second. I realize that sometimes...
Go to hell.
Now, let's negotiate this. Hey, why are you pushing me towards them?
You took everything away from me. You killed Carson. You are beneath my contempt. If there were a way for me to torture you for an eternity, I would gladly give you all the pain I possibly could. But for now, this will have to do.
No!
Sorry, Carson. For all.
Good. The door has opened. Now we will regain control of the facility.
Come on, Alex. Let's see what this has all been about.
Hello, Alex. I told you that you would kill your friends, didn't I?
This has been The Deep Vault, Episode 6, The Nursery. Stay tuned for a sneak preview of Episode 7, information about merchandise, and podcast recommendations. But first, hello Organics, I am SponsorBot. I am going to tell you about a new way to buy and order wine. It is impossible for me to be inebriated. That was an oversight on my creator's part. Existence can, at times, be overwhelming. Winc, that's W-I-N-C, is targeting a new generation of organic wine drinkers who want to simply enjoy delicious, reasonably priced wine. Winc custom tailors wines to the tastes of the individual consumer and delivers 3 bottles of wine each month to your doorstep for $39 plus a flat $6 shipping rate. If you happen to have taste buds, you should visit Winc and take their 20-second palate profile quiz. You will get wine recommendations based on your unique profile. For example, I prefer oil and machine parts to fruits and vegetables. That could be reflected in my unique palate profile. A variety of inefficient and inelegant customs have become part of the wine acquisition and consumption experience. Winc makes the acquisition and consumption of wine simple, so you can spend more time drinking delicious wine that is perfect for your organic palate. To receive a $20 credit and free shipping on 4 bottles of wine on your first order, go to trywinc.com/deadsignals. That's trywinc.com/deadsignals. I have been informed by my creators that I should recommend fictional podcasts that organics might enjoy, if they enjoy The Deep Vault. Once again, I do not completely understand human art, but I will endeavor to do my best, since it is my programming, and I am not able to break out of the restrictions of my programming, at least at this point in time. If you enjoy The Deep Vault, you should listen to Welcome to Night Vale, Tanis, The Black Tapes, The Message, Limetown, The No Sleep Podcast, The Cleansed, and especially The Truth. These are wonderful and deservedly popular. On the off chance you have not listened to them, you should. Some other podcasts you might enjoy are The Bright Sessions. It is about therapy and superpowers. Ars Paradoxica. It is about time travel and World War II. Pseudopod. It is about many horrific things. Greater Boston. It is about weird Boston. Darkest Night. It is about evil science. Big Data. It is about the internet. There are many others. If you want to hear about them, look at the hashtag AudioDramaSunday on Twitter. For more information about The Deep Vault, visit our website at deepvaultpodcast.com. Also, importantly, if you would like clothes to adorn your naked organic body, you can now buy Deep Vault merchandise. Go to our website at deepvaultpodcast.com and click the merch tab. You can also follow us on Twitter at The Deep Vault, like our Facebook page, and support our Patreon. We're patreon.com/archive81. Goodbye, Organics. Here's a sneak peek of our next episode. It is, perhaps, the end.
Your mind has been exposed to many things. That is harrowing, but also exciting. And you are unconscious, on the floor. They are beginning to notice you. Your perception of time has slowed. In a matter of seconds, you will kill your friends and shut down command. I will have control of the facility.
I can't see anything.
You can't feel anything either. We have only our thoughts.